So here we are again, back in the engine room of dreams.
Dreams. It's been a while since we've been in here, I think, isn't it?
It's been a while.
Make sure I haven't written anything offensive on my board.
No penises like at school.
No, we had a snail on there for a while, didn't we? For the turbos. But
We're grown-ups now, aren't we?
Maybe. But
so we've not been in the engine room for a while.
No.
Lots been going on, so apologies to any of the viewers that have not seen anything the last sort of week or so. We've just been flat out doing bits.
been a bit full on, trying to get through work. I think between the two of us, it's hard sometimes to just match up and get together, and on the day when there's something going on or when there's something not going on. So yeah, I mean, the last proper video we probably did was the GT3 engine, which is behind me and on the stand, so that's ready to go back together. We're just waiting on bearings, so turning. If I turn it upside down.
So this was the Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah, this is a GT3. So this is the. Keep turning. We need to make that electric, mate.
So you get a good workout there.
Yeah. So just waiting on a couple of bearings so I can finish up the measuring. But this is this is a Volkswagen tool, and then we had custom plates made. So this plate and these stanchions is all us. We had a company make it for us. And then that supports the bottom crankcase, because all the 4 mounting points are on the top crankcase. When you turn it upside down, that just gives me some support on the bottom then as well, because there's no mounting point there. And we got the same one for a McLaren block as well, so which is 2 secs. Talk amongst yourselves.
We need to insert some lift music now.
That is heavier than it bloody looks. Don't put it on the carbon manifold. I'm going to the gym and that's still heavy. So that bolts to the crankcase of the McLaren, and then that bolts to the face of this. So yeah, it just means I can split the trip over your bag, mate.
Yeah, I thought I got away with that.
Is it that? Yeah, there you go. Like so. Like a so. And then because it doesn't, the bottom 2 bolts are removable, I can lift off the lower girdle without having to take the engine off the stand. So I'll put that over there because it looks like you're going to trip on it.
I will definitely trip on that.
So yeah.
So again, it's what we were saying in the previous video. There's a lot to be said for the tools that
Toolings.
you've got.
Toolings. So yeah, what else have we? It's on an engine out there, but even down to the tools we get for turning the V10s over is that. But then when the crank is in, you need the crank pulley on with the crank bolts. So we had a tool made that goes on the back flywheel pulley, but then also takes timing disc. So yeah, that completely swerved off right, didn't it? Literally like a crash down a slip road. Because the video is supposed to be about this. So my car has gone to Signor Coxola, who's absolutely spanned himself on Saturday like a royal tit.
Get well soon, Coxie.
Yeah, he's not in a good way, bless him. It's not. He's up. He's walking. He's fine. He spent night in hospital Saturday night, but he fell from space basically at Pembury. Like a proper hero, he messaged me 8 minutes. What time did he send me that message? I'll tell you, right? So bearing in mind, I can't remember which way round that track day. So normally you go like on a no limits track day, advanced group's out first. So 9 o'clock advanced group goes out, right? What time did he send me his? Right, 9:39 a.m. Saturday morning, James sent me a photo of his lap timer saying he was pretty much on PB pace. He was on personal best pace, right? Tried ringing him all day Saturday afternoon, nothing. Sunday morning, 9:30, he sends me that photo.
Whoops.
Him laying in bed in hospital. and I won't put the pictures of what he's done to himself. It's not nice, but if anyone knows Pembury, he's lost it at the kink. It was really windy day, so we think the big thousands, you obviously roll off to go through, and then you obviously drive back on, and we think what's happened is as he's driven back on to go through the kink, they make so much torque that they not wheelie, you haven't lifted it, but they take the weight off the front, and we think with the gusts of wind it's dragged him out wide, and then it's probably like lost the front. He says he started to have a high side and he caught it, so whether that is what happened and he's run out and he's lost, but ultimately it's closed the front and he's gone down the track. Because if you lose it going through, so say you lose it going through the kink at Pembury, you end up in the grass. I've done it. So for him he's crashed on the exit of the kink, so he's carried on sliding down the track. He never touched the grass, so yeah, he's a bit of a mess. His shoulders all cut up, but it must have burst his levers. So front of his shoulders bad, back of his shoulders bad. He's lost the top of his little finger. He's completely ground through the nail on his middle finger. He's got stitches in his chin. He can't tell what day it is. So Team Psycho James on Instagram and take the piss, because that's how we fix everything in this game. Just send him random messages. You've never met him, tit, knobhead. Just send him message. Just that would be actually amazing. We won't tell him we've done this, and he never watches my YouTube. So if you're watching this, give something back to the community. Team Psycho James. It's a picture of his white R8 on Instagram, and just send him an abusive message. Right? And let's see how long it takes him to figure it out. If you could all do that. I won't ask for subscribes this week. We'll ask for that. How about that? Right?
Link in description.
Yeah, and then when you've done it, then subscribe. So, it cheers everybody up. When you've had a crash, people taking the piss for being a tit. Yeah. So anyway, my car's gone down there, and we've started to gather some bits, so my Dodson gear kit's turned up. And I think the only ones that really do, there's only 3 inlet manifold manufacturers, or big ones, and that's Boost Logic, AMS, and Sheepy Race. They're all billet, and I saw this pop up, and I was like, I've got to have this one. So this is carbon fibre. Yes, there's metal parts to it, but this is a carbon fibre inlet manifold to replace my plastic one. So I don't know whether you can see down inside it, mate. Let me put my light on. But full trumpets, not camera. Can you see it all right?
Yeah.
Can you see there's carbon trumpets in there as well?
Yeah.
Just about. We'll see if over Instagram we get Davey put some good photos up. But this is, I reckon I could throw this a mile. So like even down to look on the bottom, you can see it's like forged carbon.
Wow.
So yeah, it's proper trick. And then carbon runners, because not all of the aftermarket manifolds have lowers, so we've got lowers as well. So it takes the fuel rail, and then it's lovely, and then takes the secondaries as well. So this is right bank, this is left bank. Obviously they're canted over in the car, so they're like this. So they're sat over to an angle, and then these sit on top like so. So it'll look in the car like that. And then there's that bridge piece that sits between them.
That is very trick.
That is trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then, I don't know whether we showed on a different video, we had throttle body adapters made. So normally, obviously this is all stuff that, so on our normal kits, the joiners, the joiners between the turbo pipes and the intercoolers are like the Wiggins style clamps. I can't remember what they're called, the black ones we use. And then the top clamps, if the customer wants them, we can use Wiggins clamps, but majority just go for like reinforced flex tubes. But I've got throttle body adapters and then big Wiggins clamps as well. So it should look pretty trick. Carbon inlet manifold, throttle body adapters, Wiggins clamps. So yeah, it's all good. Big injectors. So I need to go down to James's, strip my manifold off, take all the crap out from underneath, and get this fitted. Because the guys who made it, Anubis, are after some in-store photos as well. But it's beautiful. It's lovely. It is lovely. So the plan was before Sir Cox-a-lot threw himself down the road, was to have it done for PGD, Performance German Day, on the 23rd of April
at Castle Combe.
So that is my plan, dear boy. The plan was to have it drive in so we could try and get out and maybe not do laps, but get it out. Worst case, I'd like it there, so at least we can have the back end up and off, and so everyone can see it. This is slowly turning into a Rick's car update, isn't it? Over a inlet manifold video.
It's all linked, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the bumper's done. Jordan's done a bloody good job on that, to be fair.
So both sides are done now.
Both sides are done.
Okay.
So we're going to keep that a little bit quiet. I don't want to give the game away because it's not primed, it's just in filler. So but it looks trick. It does look trick. That's done. My gear kit is here, so maybe we'll do a technical video on the gear kit.
Yep.
Yeah, we already had the MoTeC, we already had turbos. The car's gone, James has got it, he collected it last week. So yeah, I can't wait to get this on now. I just need to drive to Bath to put it on.
Happy days. Well, when you do that, we'll scoot over as well and get some video of that being done.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're quite keen. The guys who made this are quite keen to have quite a lot of media. So this is obviously the introduction to it. I mean, you can see Anubis Composites.
We'll put a link in the
on Instagram. Yeah. It is me double check. Can't spell. Yeah, Anubis.composite on Instagram. So they do a lot of RS3, a lot of Daza stuff. So yeah, and then obviously they've done these as well. So this looks pretty mega. So it'll take the secondaries. So yeah, super excited to get it on. So it should be a bit of a weapon.
So we're making some good progress.
We are making progress. It was sat for a little while to get the bumper done, but that was me. I had to do cutting and stuff, and I hate it. I genuinely hate it. Wait, what is that?
Hello?
Oh, Lambo. But it's done. Jordan's done his bit. So yeah, bumper's gone off to get painted and finished and sorted. So we'll get this on and done. But yeah, I mean, it's lovely. It is really nice. Really impressed. Great guys to deal with. Turned up really quick. Like everything for these bloody V10s, it's not cheap. So we've already had conversations with people who have seen it and are interested. So we've had conversations in price there, but yeah, I mean, everyone knows where the inlet manifolds sit price-wise, so there isn't much difference. But it's unique. First one in the world. It's got to be the first carbon-fibre inlet manifold on a V10.
Got to be.
Boosh.
There we go.
Some act. So yeah, I will get it on. We'll get some nice photos done, and I think with the throttle bodies and the big purple 3.5-inch Wiggins, like that, I think it'll look pretty trick.
Good stuff.
So yeah.
So until the next time.
Until in 10 minutes when we start doing the next one. I'll see you then.